Greetings once again, welcome back, dear friends, to Alan Wake 2. I've gone back in time a bit, so we've got a puddle to deal with in a minute. Hello, puddle. There we go. Now she's being scary again. Better.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
We got everything from in here? I think we have. Yeah, we have. But I will do a quick save. So many dead people. It's almost like it's a horror game.
Anderson, over here.
Yeah, I see you, Estevez.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
An electrical lock system with no failsafe. Smart. Okay. Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
Well, that's good to know.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
What's going on?
I had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Ah, the Koskela brothers. So much fun those two are. Damn, you're gonna need a new table in here. Tim's not gonna be happy when he gets out of the dark place. Actually, he probably is. He's gonna be out of the dark place. It's gonna make anyone happy. But I'm gonna have another crack at this safe. WBQ. B is 2. W. Nine. I think Q might be 3 with any luck. Let us see. Meh. Meh, meh. Meh, meh, meh. No? Ah. my calculations were
I'm
slightly
sure
off.
Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
No, he'll be fine with it. He'll be absolutely fine with it. Now... Quick slot that there. And put that there. I'll deal with that in a minute. Because now I just want to save the damn game again. Which, you know, fair enough, progress. I now have the flipping pump action shotgun. That may make things easier when Alan goes all scratchy. I might need more health. All I've got is rifle ammo, but I don't have the rifle for it. Why not? Why do I not have that? That seems odd. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure it's a terrible one. I probably did something like missed it earlier. But it's fine.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, your government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wait will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shut government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
Okay, I've got a manuscript page to check out.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Well, that's not good. Oh. What can I do? I think stay on course.
The Taken rushed toward her. But Saga remained where she was, unmoving. She willed the pellets to stay on course, to hit the target. The Taken was closer. She waited. Closer. Still she waited. Until the very last moment.
Yes. Yes, that's much better. And I can profile Casey, it would seem. Casey's condition.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Alex Casey's not allowed to be scared. Okay, well, let's do this thing then. Elmo, Yako, look, I'm sorry, but shit has to go the way it went and will go for a reason.
Need to find the key.
Ah, can't just go out there.
Saga, do you have it?
You've got red on you, Alan.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! Take him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is! We've been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
No.
Shit. Shit. It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator cubes.
I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator cubes.
Got one.
2 more to go.
be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Well, shit. Sorry about Yako, buddy.
I'm sorry about your brother, Elmo.
Yako was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the Cult of the Tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
How long have you been doing this?
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Why go after Wake, though?
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Well, I'm gonna mind place it for a bit. Because I have some more profiling to do. First of Wake himself. Trapped in the dark place.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place.
Ha ha ha,
Is it
no.
possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
And now the cost killers.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
And Nightingale came back.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Well, yes.
I'm gonna deal with the situation Elmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Damn
Thank you,
straight,
Elmo.
Elmo. Now I have to go and talk with Casey and Estevez. I also figured it's probably not a terrible idea to check out these cells, because there might be something here other than, you know, bits of Yako. Although that's not the cell Yako died in. In fact, the cell that Yako died in is remarkably clean.
Need to find the key.
Okay.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Well, first off, it turns out the cult was fighting Taken.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
Can't wait to put this case behind us.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
I can't believe he fooled us.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Back to the mine place to profile Scratch. What does Scratch want?
Scratch was pretending to be Wake,
Yes.
manipulating me.
Yes.
What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave
Motherfucker.
of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Get out of Saga's mine place, you son of a bitch. That was rude of him. So what about you?
The
Thoughts?
FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Well, have you got any useful intel for me?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's the key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
So, about reality changing.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
I can't lose my family to this thing.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
You really forgot everything?
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
The story is changing your memories,
The story is
dude.
changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Well, as to that,
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
okay, I am ducking back downstairs for another cheeky quick save. Because it now seems the time for it. In fact, I'll even do a manual save while we're here. And take a quick break. I will return. We are back. And we have some caffeine. And we are heading back upstairs and checking out the, yeah. Oh, that's polite. They've started putting sheets on dead people. You'll be alright, Elmo, eventually. Maybe. Okay, now. Files. Let's go left to right. Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer Kieran Estevez, lead agent. Mr. Wake, you've been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. Alan Wake, there is a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Estevez, yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? Wake, it feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. Estevez, we're well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now, Wake? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Estevez, Mr. Wake, you're in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. Wake, you're not, bleep, listening to me. Estevez, we're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Expletive, you. Let me the expletive out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. Well, that's not really very helpful. How about this? Oh, we've got two here.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Urgent situation at approximately 1900 hours on the 13th of September 2023. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake. A known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A-040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA-03, codename the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 4-11B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatched team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Interesting.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Summary of findings. Description: para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on Redacted, when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Passing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake thresholds responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: a light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. Well, it's not really telling her what's going on exactly, is it? Well, let's mind place it for a bit. Hang on, did I miss something in there? I might have missed something in there. I did miss something in here.
Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
No, of course not. Regarding the Shadow, summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE-35, additional details regarding the Shadow A-010 have been discovered. Redacted and Redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland, and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. I bet that Redacted and Redacted are Tor and Odin. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art, who have operated within a physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file 38-453-1873 for full report. Right. Now I've read everything. There's a container. There's a container. Where's the container? Or is it outside? It's outside, isn't it? Oh, would you look at that? It is outside. Actually, there's a bunch of things out here, I believe. Or at least a couple, I'm sure. I love the way these things purr. You folks alright? Do we want to know what their problem might be? Or should we be disturbed about what their problem might be? Yeah, that container's empty. You can remove it from the map now. It's an empty container. It's been looted. Looted dry. Oh well. Okay. Now, to come up with a new plan. Cases. Count stashes. Shit. The story. File from the FBC on the clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art.
Well, that's good.
Makes them permanent. The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Yes,
At least that makes sense.
it really does. But we'd also established that a while ago. Okay. Cult of the Tree. Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Well, Ilmo's never heard of Scratch.
Think.
No, okay. Cult goal, maybe. No. Cult psychology? No. Ah, why do they want to kill Wake? There we go. Cult thinks Wake is responsible for Taken. Believe if killing him will stop this. And the cult's goal was to kill Taken. The ritual was meant to destroy them, not create monsters. FBI file links Wake to the cult, but that's about it. Cult symbols, there we go. Cult symbol inspired by FBC logo. Also drugs. Okay. Yeah. Messy group of enthusiastic sociopaths. Fair enough. Well, that case is
The cult of the
closed.
tree is just the Costello brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
Yeah. Okay, Wake and the clicker.
Already got the answers to these.
Wake attacked. Scritch or Wake. The dark presence assumed the form of Barbara Jagger. Thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. Wake is trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place.
Yes, I just said that.
He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Yes, he has been. How to rescue Wake.
Yes.
Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake. The clicker. Okay, that goes up there then.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Clicker, still useful? I'm going to say yes. It absolutely is. Okay, now fact versus fiction. No. We're still going on that, okay. And the story. We're still going on that too. Okay, profiling time. Tor? Tor, I need to pick your brain for a second, long distance. Okay, thanks, grandfather.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Okay. Well then. Okay. Estevez, you know anything about this here clicker?
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Okay, well. Casey? No, okay. Oh, shit.
You were the better Koska. Much better than me.
Poor Elmo. He and Yako were just trying to do what they thought was the right thing. That's all. I should probably actually get those crossbow bolts while I'm down here. Damn, they did a number on this place. And here we go. Okay. Now I shouldn't have any other reason to come down here except to save. Aha, ha ha ha. No. Wake and a clicker.
The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
Oh, grandfather. Let us speak on how to rescue Wake from the lake,
Wake is still in the dark place.
so that he may eat cake.
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Well, that's interesting. Oh, deduction available.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Okay, and now the story. No, that's all for later.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
Tell the others what to do and fix everything for good this time. Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry, Uncle.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
You know what? Yeah. But we'll save it here.
I'm ready to head to Cauldron Lake now. Let's get the plan started.
Okay, here we go. We'll be there for you. What do you need from us?
I'll head to Cauldron Lake with the clicker.
Scratch will try to get you, Anderson. You'll need backup.
I can tell there's no talking you out of coming, Casey. Estevez, is there a way to get that light array to the lake?
Oh, I've got you covered, so good news there. And we'll bring our mobile containment unit. It's
Ooh,
specially built for entities like Scratch.
And this
excellent.
work of art, Anderson. What's the plan for that?
I'll make some calls on the way. Just meet me at Cauldron Lake.
Alrighty.
Tor, I need the old gods of Asgard. I need a very special song. You saw this coming, huh? Of course. I need a song about Alan Wake. About bringing him out of the dark place. I hope they've still got it.
I think maybe switching over to Wake would not be the world's worst idea either.
There's nothing there, just dark.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't...
Okay. No? Switching between stories is no longer possible. Okay. Fair enough then. Onwards to Cauldron Lake.
Pick up, pick up. David, please pick up.
David,
David! It's me. Where have you...
stop. For once, you need to listen. You left me. You took my daughter away from me. Then you let her... She's dead because of you.
Ooh.
And I don't ever want to hear your voice again. Stop calling me.
David! Jesus Christ.
That's kind of
It's getting
harsh.
worse. It's spreading. I'm running out of time.
Now, where the hell are we going? The Cauldron Lake shore. Well, let's go this way then. Oh, Okay, not going that way then. I'm hoping that's Estevez's backup.
We're incoming with the lights. Anderson, where do you want them?
Set them up on the shore. We need to be ready if Scratch shows up.
We'll be ready. Estevez out.
Okay. Damn. That was, uncalled for, I'm gonna say. So what's this up here, anyway? Chaos at Cauldron Lake, rampage at the rental cabins, unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing, was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, the next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on. So we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin you've rented with us. Representative went on to further remind the future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state-of-the-art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. There's a hike a day, keep depression away. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Whoop-dee-doo. Missing Doberman found on the trail. That's good. Okay. Alrighty. Oh look, I just have some bolt cutters handy. Let's check these here rental cabins out. Ah, safety.
Another cult stash?
Oh, for God's sake. This is one of those ones, isn't it? Now, I kind of like those, but... You know, I like the thinky nature of it all, but... Oh. I will absolutely grab you, though. But, I can't be bothered right now. Thank you very much. Getting to the stage where I just want to finish the damn game.
Animals stayed away
honestly.
from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
Well. Okay then. Right. Let's have a quick look around, but not too much, because a quick look is all that we need to do, I feel.
Can't be opened on this side.
Can't be opened on this side. How about this one? Ooh, that one can be. That was a little violent, but hey! His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real, and he was. He was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wound but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. "You're back," I breathed. "Yes, I'm back." I wasn't cold any longer. Apparently Rose is writing about Alan now. I'm assuming that's the subject matter anyway. Okay. Okay, so there's no getting in there through that door. While I'm here as well, I am absolutely going to have a look at some manuscript pages, because I'm sure didn't I just find a couple? No? Ah, don't know. My brain is going sideways.
More of those rhymes.
Birds, watching you like in that movie, but protective, not attacking. Mythical inspiration, guardian spirits, Norse mythology or ancient Egyptian. Corvus corax from the family Corvidae. Research symbolism and uses. Elements, stalking more monster, watchful birds, stakings. Can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. Make sure the rhyming is looser this time. Need to test this approach for possibly more ambiguous interpretational results. Okay. Alrighty, so our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through. The clever crows call their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. Okay. Stalked by the monster hatching through. Do we have a crow? We do have a crow. Okay, monster. Clever crows call their warning. Is that it? Would that be hero, courageous and true? Ah, crows keep an eye on the battle forming. Okay, yes. So... yeah? Haha! Well, that was awkward. Alrighty. Seriously? Nothing there? That was unexpected. Ah. Alright. Now, in here... we go. Cauldron Lake closed. Yeah, FBC, we know about that. Bright Falls Bookstore, Raffle Bonanza. Is your email hacker proof? No, it bloody well isn't. No one's is these days. Eviction notice effective immediately. The FPC has designated this area to be vacated. Blah 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 blah. Yep. That all happened. Ah. Just another coffee mug charm. How boring. How utterly boring. Find better charms, Saga. Oh, for God's sake, I have to go through and around there, don't I? And through and around the other there. Because you can't go through the last one. You can here. That's the through. This is the... Oh. Ah, no, that's just that. This is the around. And now through here again. And over and in here. Okay, now... Day 1, some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it off a big stick and it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was the squirrel. Max found candy wrappers in the woods. There was some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. Beware the Wicked Witch. Rules: 1 person is the Wicked Witch. 2, everybody else has to run and hide. When the witch says, "Beware me," everybody has to change places. 4, if you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them to kill them. 5, don't get tagged and killed. 6, if the Wicked Witch finds you, you're dead. 7, if you find the witch's lair, she is caught. 8, burn the witch! And what do we burn apart from witches? More witches! Clearly. That's what they deserve for turning people into newts all the time. Even if they do get better. It's just not polite behaviour. Witches should know better.
That must be Tornodin. Maybe I should check in.
Oh, that's absolutely Tornodin.
And Odin's run over 4 minions of darkness! The boss is our hammer! I'm driving with 1 hand!
I need you to meet me at the shore. Is the song ready?
Almost! Odin's got a killer chorus! Come save your soul, awake new and whole. By name I will summon him. It's a dark ocean summoning.
Hell yeah.
Tree! What tree? There's no tree in the song! Who the fuck puts a tree
carefully, Grandpa.
Pedal to the metal, bro! Metal to the metal!
Very rock and roll way to drive.
Old fellas are insane. But let's face it, we knew that from the very first game. The moment you wander in and Odin wants you to put on feckin' coconut. It's like, okay, these fellas are, hey, more batteries, that'll come in handy. Well, gotta be going in the right direction. That's bits of their tour bus. Also, yeah, I'm having shit thrown at me. Damn, that was, more irritating than I was hoping to deal with.
Another cult box.
Rock tree, are you bright enough? Well, 6 plus 2 is 8. If that is rock, that's 3 plus 3. Well, that is 6, so 6, 6, 8. No?
The lights in the containment cell are good to go, Anderson.
Great. The Torin Odin there yet?
The two golden oldies? Oh, they're here. And they bought moonshine. I love them already. They're alive.
You wanted to know what art we would use? Well, that's them. I'll be there soon.
Okay, well. Yeah, camping do's and don'ts and stuff. We've been here before. It's fine. Okay. Alrighty, we're going this way, because I can't be bothered. If I find a cult stash that is easily openable, I'll grab it. If I have to work at it right now, I'm just not going to. Because screw that. At this stage. And yep. Cool.
One, two. How you feeling tonight, Cauldron?
Shit.
Been a while since we played on this floor. Testing. Gonna need more reverb. I'm getting no bounce out here.
Yeah, nah, bugger you. I don't care. I'm just gonna run for it.
Hey, where are my chimes? Roll out! Chimes are not rock and roll. Yeah, they are. If you know how to use them.
I'm here. Let's get ready.
Anderson, we've set up a control center up here in the area.
Anderson, I can drop more gear down for you if you're running low.
I'll use the lights to hit the Taken when they come. Light them up for you. Bad news is we were in a hurry. The power supply is spotty. Your partner here will try to keep it running.
I'm not a damn mechanic. I wish your tech guy was here, Kieran.
Okay. Tell Tor and Odin to get started. Well, I would love to tell them to get started, and I will in a moment. I'll be back. Okay,
Grandpa,
let's do
you
this.
signal me when the song is done, and I'll use the clicker to bring Wake back. Hit it!
Hello, Cauldron Lake. Great to see so many federal agents here tonight. Prepare to experience a soul-searing, mind-frying act of black magic and sorcery. This song goes out to our favorite tortured writer. Let these
Tom.
sweet tunes guide you out of the darkness. It's called Dark Ocean Summoning. You're making me look bad in front of Saga, bro. Let's try that again.
It's been a while, clearly.
A whole lot of paranational crimes happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. Show's drawing a crowd. Taking incoming, Anderson.
Shit.
I'll blast him with the light.
I'd love to. Ah. Wow. Really need the 308 ammo. Ah, shoebox, nice.
Take an incoming, Anderson. They're coming. I got him for you, Anderson.
Okay, now that was terrible. I should be ashamed of myself. Shocking performance. Just want some more shotgun ammo. Not too much to ask.
A whole lot of paranormal crimes happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. Show's drawing a crowd. Take an incoming, Anderson.
That'll do.
Anderson, heads up.
Ow.
I have him in light.
Okay, well, if we can start this at full health, that'll help.
A whole lot of paranormal crimes happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. Show's drawing a crowd. Take an incoming, Anderson. I'll light him up. I have him in light. Anderson on the left. Anderson, trouble on the way. More taken on the way. Anderson, we dropped a gear.
No, not the shoebox. Shit! I'm apparently really not very good at this. And that's a bit terrible. I feel like I should be better. I've lasted this long throughout the damn game after all.
A whole lot of paranatural crimes happening right now. That's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. Show's drawing a crowd. Take an incoming, Anderson. I'll get him into the light. I'll blast him with the light. They're coming.
Yeah, I need some. Thank you. Oh, what the hell? It seemed like I was doing well until I really, really wasn't.
A whole lot of paranatural crimes happening right now. That's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. Show's drawing a crowd. Take an incoming, Anderson. I got him, Anderson. Anderson on the left. I'll blast you with the light. More taken on the way.
Got a delivery for you, Anderson.
Yeah, what the hell? This is definitely not how the story goes. Why have I suddenly turned to shit at this?
A whole lot of paranatural crimes happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I want a t-shirt. The show's drawing a crowd. Taking incoming, Anderson.
Okay. Let's do this then.
What happened? Why didn't it work? I did everything right. Art to bring him back? Clicker to make it real? So where the fuck is he?
Ah. Of course, Wake's story is not yet done. Okay. So what are we doing here? Get to Parliament Tower. Okay, well, I mean, that's like there. So we can do that.
Go to hell!
Alice, come on. It's a bit rude, don't you think?
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Well, that's an ancient computer. Hey! Greetings from Hollywood. 2 years ago, Barry Wheeler. Hey, Alice. I'm more of a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in the Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so fucking great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during meetings with these movie exec type jerks. But I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tanned zombies in the general direction of something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply. For good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now to talk about casting. Your pal, Barry. Hey, Alice. You're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult. Kind of. Blessed wellness retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough enough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but then I was tipped off about the retreat. Best decision I ever made. I've never felt this good, and, well, healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a goddamn miracle worker, not a wacko in any way. If you think, I know you think I'm full of shit, but I've lost a ton of weight, you wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here. that something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me, enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. I hope you're good over there. Come visit any time. West Coast is not as bad as I make it sound in my earlier mails. Your pal, Barry. Checking in. Hey, Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono, I've considered peeing in a mug. And lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. Hey Alice, sharks circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie and or a TV show and or, get this, a fucking video game. I told them to fuck off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down a publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Your pal Barry. 4 months ago. How is everything? Hey Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. I tried to call but couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. Well, poor Barry.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Fair enough. Don't even have a map for your own apartment, Alan? What's wrong with you?
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for.
Yeah, Barry's a good person.
He still checks in.
He's a complete
even after
twit,
he moved out
but
west.
yeah. Good people.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Okay.
in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Well, shit.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
The bastard.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Well, looks like I need to write.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Seems like everything's very damp here. Yes. I'm going to make a save. And then I'm going to end this session. We'll be back, and we'll finish Alan Wake 2 next time. Hopefully finish it. Anyway, we'll see. Farewell for now.